Hello, so today I'm going to be taking you on a little tour of my sketchbook. I'm going to try and do it quickly because it is 200 pages, so there's quite a lot of stuff to get through. This is my second one of these that I've completed. Both of them took me kind of just over a year. I'm not very fast at filling them up, which is why I've kind of changed to a smaller sketchbook for the future. It's kind of also just a pain to carry around quite a chunky sketchbook. It takes a lot of space and they're quite heavy. So I started off kind of with doing some paintings in here. This piece came out quite nice. But quite a lot of the sketchbook are unfinished pieces and very loose sketches and kind of just trying stuff out. I always go into starting a new sketchbook thinking that this one's going to look really nice and I'm going to put effort into it and I'm going to make these really nice things. But practically for me, sketchbooks just need to be somewhere where I can kind of sketch ideas for projects. Usually it's just like thumbnails, attempts for projects I was going to do. This was for the wallpaper project that I did last year, so these are all the original watercolour pieces that I scanned in to make into the digital wallpapers. So these were quite fun to do. I like how these pages turned out. Yeah, just some ideas for some stamps. Clay pin ideas. This is when I used to do a random object generator kind of drawing challenge. It would give me a list of random words and then I would try and draw them as quickly as possible. So they're very loose, but they're kind of good warm-up things. Same with these animals. Some of these are so bad, but literally they took 10 seconds each, just as a warm-up. These are some of the first few drawings that I did in this kind of style that ended up offering them as pet portraits. These were some sketches for a bear illustration I wanted to do, trying to work out what pose I wanted it for. This is when me and my friend decided to just draw a bunch of Pokemon. I've never really been into Pokemon, I've never really known about them or played any of the games, but the designs were so cool that we just decided to draw a bunch of them. Once again, just using a random generator, it just kind of randomly gave you an image of a Pokemon, so it was quite fun. Some orangutans. Drawing in pen I find makes my drawings so much looser and usually a bit more interesting. Not as accurate or maybe as good, but definitely more interesting. Just some sketches for a project. Some fruit in weird shapes. Observational Studies. More of that challenge thing where it's just random objects, but this time with a little bit more effort. These were just paint with Prismacolor over the top. These are Posca and watercolor drawings from images I found online. Me and my friend decided that we would recreate one of the images from a aeroplane safety sheet. I kind of make it into a bit of a joke. Some plans for illustrations. Kind of like a doodle shape challenge. Just some more Pinterest drawings. Bears and tigers, my favourites, probably subject animals to draw. They probably turn out the most in this sketchbook. Some more watercolour drawings. This is the design that ended up becoming my business cards. I did a whole video about turning these sketches into digital drawings. Some exaggerated people. These were done on a plane when I didn't have any reference images, and I ended up turning these ones into a sticker set because I just loved how they turned out. These silly little cats. Some holiday drawings of eating too much and difficulties of trying to get changed on a beach. and carrying way too much stuff. Some thank you card designs. This is the design I currently have. Some very cute dogs. Designs for the crochet pencil cases that I make. So I have these two. I really love how this frog came out. It was like really like washy watercolor effect with pencil over the top. Same with this one. Just like how it came out. Some animal scribbles. Oh dear indeed, these did not go too well. I think there's quite a balance in the sketchbook of like really sketchy kind of thumbnail-y drawings to kind of more finished, nicer looking pieces, but I've always found it hard to kind of keep two separate sketchbooks. So I know a lot of people have like the ugly sketchbook and then the nice sketchbook, but I always find that if I try and dedicate two sketchbooks to that I end up only ever drawing in the ugly one. Even the good stuff ends up in there as well. So I kind of just keep everything in one. This is, I used to go on Google Earth and kind of go on Street View and then just stop it and just draw people. Obviously all their faces are like blurred out, so I just kind of get their bodies. Yeah, for example, this is probably more of a finished painting, but it can go alongside some of the messier stuff. Same with this one. This one was also done from Google Earth, so it's just a street. I think it was in Spain. I think I ended up there. Some statues, and then just some drawings from some old photographs. Trying to draw a fox. This is me trying to draw myself what I think I look like when I go skating. A lot of tripping over and sitting on the floor. This is when I was drawing some designs for like Mother's Day cards. And this is when I started using the sketchbook a lot more because I was using it for the April illustration challenge that I did. So I was using the line art that I was drawing in my sketchbook as the lines for the finished digital illustrations. I have a whole video about that. But yeah, it was actually fun just to kind of do these really loose drawings. I like this peacock especially. Trying to do likeness. This is a drawing of a lot of the art prints that I've bought from artists over the years. Just like very simple, simplified drawings of some of my favourite prints. And sometimes I just use my sketchbook to make notes. So this is when I was trying to measure the size of my bedroom. So I don't take my sketchbook too seriously. I think it's kind of more fun and easy to use that way. Another Google Earth drawing. Some tigers that I did a video about. And some vases that I ended up making into 2D and 3D illustrations. Some print designs. And then last page, which I just did today because I realised that I hadn't actually finished this last page. So these were done like so quickly, which is why they look a bit dodgy. But this was a cute dog. And yeah, this is my 200-page sketchbook. I don't obviously use all 200 pages. Occasionally I don't use both sides, but that's it. So a lot of messy stuff and some better stuff. But yes, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you soon.